Hi guys, welcome to Sported. I'm Shane, and wow, what a second night of Champions League action. Liverpool win 5-1, Chelsea win 5-1, and Spurs draw. Of all the clubs, it had to be Spurs to ruin it for the English team. It would have been a clean sweep, all with victories for the English clubs, but Spurs had to be Spurs and draw. But Liverpool win 5-1, we'll deep dive into that. Chelsea with the kids, they won 5-1, so we're going to that. But first, let's go over all of the fixtures from Sky Sports website. So, Athletic Club 3, Karabag FK 1, Galatasaray 3, Bodo Glimt 1, Atalanta 0, Slavia Prague 0, Bayern Munich with Harry Kane flying again, looking good, looking very strong, aren't they? One of the favourites for the Champions League. They beat Club Bruges 4-0. Chelsea, as I said, 5, Ajax 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Liverpool 5, get in, Monaco 0, Tottenham 0, Real Madrid 1, Juventus 0, Sporting 2, Marseille 1. But what I want to start with, the big news. Firstly, Liverpool record a much needed win. Thank God. 5-1, very impressive, but the big news was Mo Salah benched, and he came on towards the end of the game. He looked furious, didn't look happy at all, and now they've begged the question after winning 5-1 and a much needed victory, a real nice team performance, real chemistry between the forward line, and then Mo Salah comes on, doesn't square it to Chiesa, and people saying he's trying too hard and the balance is wrong, he's too greedy. That bodes the question, do Liverpool play Mo Salah at the weekend? Should he stay on the bench? Now, interestingly, Sky Sports have asked the question, in a poll, should Mo Salah start for Liverpool, Brentford? I've clicked no, and the polls come up 69% no, 31% yes. So for me, nobody should be an automatic start. I don't care if you're Mo Salah. I don't care if you're a legend of the whatever club. No player is bigger than the club. And if you're not playing well enough, I'm sorry, you should be on the bench. Now, you can't carry anybody. If you carry one player, you can just about get away with it. In the Premier League, if you're carrying 3-4 players like Liverpool have dipped, the players have dropped off from last year, the form's dropped off, and look at the results. The results drop off. You can't afford to carry more than one, if at all. And especially someone like Mo Salah, who starts affecting the games by being greedy and not squaring it to players and trying so hard to score that rather than square it to Chiesa for an easy tap in, he wanted the glory for himself. And that begs the question, are they better right now without Mo Salah? And I'd say yes. He's trying too hard. The greed's kicking in. He should be playing as a team player. And he's playing for himself at the moment at times. But we know his quality. We just hope that it's a form thing and it's not an age thing. And finally, age is catching up on him. Probably not. The way that he keeps, himself in nick, and he's ultimate professional, doesn't drink. He's absolutely shredded. Looks after himself. Very durable. Barely gets injured. So I'm sure he'll come good again. But for now, he should sit on the bench. He probably knows he should sit on the bench. And now it's up to Slot. Slot's had the balls to drop him, fair play. Change the formation. They went to kind of like some say a 4-4-2, some say a 4-2-2-2. Whatever it was, it worked. Although we've got a couple of injuries, it looks like, hopefully not. Isak went off with a groin injury. Frimpong with a hamstring. They need to be careful with these two. Frimpong, that's a second hamstring injury. Need to be really careful with him. So hopefully now that's going to give Bradley a long run in the team. He needs game time. I like him a lot. For me, he's an all-round better right back. Robertson, I prefer left back. Kirkez isn't ready. Put Robertson in. Let him get his form again. Let us get his confidence up. He was great last night. So those, I think, now should be the left back and right back. Obviously, Konate and Van Dijk, they picked themselves. They looked good again last night. In midfield, it was absolutely brilliant. Dominic Szoboszlai, man of the match again. Box to box, 90 plus minutes, absolutely class. Starting to look like the player, the Hungarian captain. He's growing into the shirt now. He's gaining that authority, gaining that respect in the club, in the team, by the players, taking responsibility, directing players, directing play. I love him. I think he's one of the first names on the team sheet, and he's been our best player this season. And a special mention also to Curtis Jones. I thought he was excellent last night. Apparently he set a new record for Liverpool players in Europe. He 122 passes with a completion rate of 96%. Absolutely brilliant again. Those two in tandem played really well. So for those two, I think they've really cemented their place. Hopefully Slot sees that and lets them have a run of games also until Ryan Gravenberch gets back in the team. Special mention also to Ekitike, who's been fabulous since he's come into the team. Again, undroppable. On this form, why would you drop him? There's no way. There's no way. Isak looks like he might sit the next game out. Probably that means Salah will come back in. That's fine if it's enforced. I'd prefer Chiesa. I think the form he's showing, he deserves a start. He deserves a run of games now. Salah probably needs to come out the firing line, and just reassess where he's at. But it's looking good. I know it's only Eintracht Frankfurt. I know they're fourth in the Bundesliga, but they've been shipping a lot of goals. It was adamant last night from the corners, free headers for Konate, Van Dijk, very dominant in the air, but too much space. You just wouldn't get that in the Premier League, or very rarely. So we'll see, but it was a much needed win. Confidence, I'm sure. Let's take it into the weekend. Now I just hope Slot has seen something there that shows him that's the way forward. That's the way forward without having to persevere with players that aren't on form, like Mo Salah. So let's see. But much needed 5-1. Moving on to Chelsea. So they played the kids last night and they all scored. So Chelsea made Champions League history on Wednesday, becoming the first team to have 3 teenagers score for them in a match in the Champions League. Marc Guéhi, Esteval, looks quality, doesn't he? And Tyreek George were all on target in the 5-1 thrashing. Chelsea's team had an average of 22 years and 163 days, the second youngest in Champions League history. Absolute quality, yeah. So there you go. They say kids can't win championships. As Fergie used to say, you never win anything with kids. Or was it Alan Hansen? Beg your pardon, Alan Hansen. But Chelsea looking good. They've clearly got a star on their hands in Esteval, who scored the winner against Liverpool. But he looks quality, doesn't he? Another Brazilian off the block. Absolutely class. So they're going to have to look after him as well. But they've clearly got a lot of talent in their squad. They just need to realise now and, realise their strongest 11 for the season and then blood in these youngsters. But they've got so much talent there. So exciting times for Chelsea as well. So a great night for English clubs apart from Spurs. Oh, Spurs. So what do you think? Do you think Mo Salah should play at the weekend? Do you think Esteval is the next big thing for Brazil? And how do you think Chelsea are going to fare in the Champions League this season? You've got Arsenal are favourites at 5-1, Liverpool 7-1. I still think that it's PSG are favourites. How do you think Chelsea are going to get on? And what about Spurs? Special mention for them. Spurs being Spurs. But anyway, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. More to come. Take care.